the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatum. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm a men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. Strap in, this will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Newton. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They give it to Williams, running right. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Newton. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. To throw is Newton.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for the Niners. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Now Montana. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they're up to the challenge.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Play fake. Now here's Montana. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
After the sack on first down, Newton flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the Panthers punter now. as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
And here's Taylor on the return.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, it takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They will look to throw. Montana. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Montana.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the Panthers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line.
Taylor now to return it. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Montana. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. To throw is Montana. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. To throw again on second down, Montana. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Newton to throw. He's got it to Williams. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taylor now returning it. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 40 now on second down. Montana going up top. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point up and through, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Newton on first down. He's got Smith here. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first and 10, Newton. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Montana to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 15. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From his goal line here, Newton. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Looking to throw again on second down. Montana. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot.
And he can't get away. Newton can't escape the pressure, and it's a safety.
Partner, give that coordinator a raise because he's been pedal to the metal all game, sending rushers from all angles at the quarterback. And there, within range of a safety, he really made the right call, and it got him to the ground and picked up 2 points.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
On first down, it's Newton. Take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Panthers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And he'll wind up short of the goal line, so they will not be able to get this back within a score, as this remains a 10-point differential. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Montana. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Play action. It's Montana. And that is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Montana going for it on 4th. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
Throwing is Newton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. He's going to get it again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now it's Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. From the 36, Newton. Quick slant here to Smith. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people will call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 2nd down and 4. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Newton delivers this one to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Now Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the 4th quarter. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. A give up the middle to Johnson. To the 43, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Newton. Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Carolina, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum.